Hey everybody, horticulturist Gary Bachman. Time for another daily dose of hort. Well, I want to talk today about, something that it just happens. If you start your own seeds and all of a sudden you don't pay attention to what's going on, you get tomato seedlings that look like this, and they're all spindly and the like. Well, these were the first set of seeds that I sowed. Oh, I don't do it. And shame on me, I didn't put a date on here. But I then started a second set of seeds, which is working out way better. This is just accidental, and I forgot that I had done this. And all of a sudden, I came out on the back porch, and I get this. So good thing I had another set started. But it got me to thinking. A lot of times we'll just take these and throw them out and start over again. But I've been thinking, can we take these big, long, spindly seedlings and plant them really deep in containers? Like we can plant the bigger transplants. You plant those plants deep and they root out all along the stem. I wonder if these can be saved. You want to know something? We're going to give it a try. Here, I'm going to do some close-ups and we'll see how this is going to work. And I think you can see that this is a better shot at these spindly seedlings. Like I said, it happens to everybody at some point. And how we're going to go ahead and treat these. Well, first of all, let me show you what I'm going to be using here. I'm going to be transplanting these seedlings into, this is Bootstrap Farmer. This is a 3 1/4 inch square pot. It's a little different than the 3 1/2 inch shuttle pot that I've been using, and I'm switching over to this exclusively. But you can see that it's a little deeper. Hang on a second. Let me do it this way. Can we say it's a little deeper? So it's going to allow me to plant these seedlings farther down into these pots. But first, I have to get these seedlings, these spindly seedlings, out of the tray here. Oh, and by the way, I'm using the Bootstrap Farmer. This is the air pruning seeding tray or transplant tray. And this is something where maybe you might be able, if they were more robust, come in and just and pull these out. But you want to know something? Here, I'm gonna sacrifice some here, and I'm just willing to bet that these are just gonna break off. Well, obviously I'm wrong, right? Anyways, they're still too young to pull out like that. So I'm going to use the little push pad that I've got here that I've made, so I can line up on this and see how it pushes the plug trays out. I'm going to say it doesn't push the plug trays out, but it pushes the individual plugs out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to this little lab scoop here that I've got. So make sure we can see the one I'm working on here. I'm just going to come in here like this, and it lets me pick that little plug up, and so I don't damage, because there's not a lot of roots there. And let me just move this out of the way. And let's bring this tray in, or this pot in, and I'm going to dibble, and I'm going to stick my index finger way down deep in that pot, and then take this little spindly plug and jam that way down in there. And it's kind of like pushing the seedlings in, where I show you how you can lay the seedling on top of the mix and then push it in with your finger without hurting it. And I've got to tell you something. That was pretty darn easy. I'm going to say, let's do another one just to make sure that wasn't a fluke. So let me go ahead, and I'm going to do this off camera. at least grabbing the plug off camera, and bring another pot in. Again, I'm going to go ahead, use my finger as a dibble for the hole, and then take that and then push those little seedlings all the way in there like that. And I'll tell you, you look at that, that looks like I meant to grow those this way. Look, those are nice, in nice proportion to the pot and everything. Okay, so I'll tell you, I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, as far as today goes, I'm pretty satisfied. But what we're going to have to do is let me grow these out. I'll probably know within a week, and we'll come back and we'll take a look at this and see how well this crazy idea that I'm not going to take credit for. I think I kind of did at the beginning, but this is actually Katie's idea to do this. Smart lady. Anyways, I'll see you next time. We'll report on this here in a few days. Thanks a lot, guys.